Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Hello! Welcome back to the Jackal's Nest, episode 11, segment 2.
That's right.
Here we go. This is the big one. You know, they tried to film this earlier this week. We might have said some things that was a little out of line. You know, sometimes we do this. Sometimes we just go off the handle and say things that could be construed as threats. Anyway, what we're talking about this week on this very important episode is Gerard Khalil. You know who that is? Pretend like you don't. Pretend like you don't.
Oh, okay. No, I have no idea.
See, that is the Completionist on YouTube. And his channel, basically, his whole thing is, I complete a game 100% and then do a video about it and to show you what it's like to complete these games 100%. Which, I mean, actually sounds like a cool channel, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
You think about games?
I thought it would be pretty cool to watch when you were first telling me about him. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like fun, right?
Yeah.
Watch. I mean, I'd love to hear about how hard the one part is
Yeah.
and what you use to get through it.
Some shit you could never get through before.
Stuff you have personal experience with. You could never beat a game as a kid. And
Yeah.
they talk about it and it reminds you of it and it's nostalgia. Anyway, he's been in trouble here lately. Carl Jokes, who plays guitar.
Yes, he
It's important to
does.
remember that he actually does
plays
play
guitar.
He does actually play guitar. It's very important that you know that.
Yes, it is. Apparently.
It's very important because
He's going to remind you if you didn't know.
Everybody expected him to just be an amazing Guitar Hero player immediately because he really plays guitar.
Yeah.
However, turns out that a little toy that's supposed to simulate playing guitar is not the same thing, and it's a whole different skill set. I mean, there's rhythm in it. There's rhythm involved,
Yeah.
I think when I started playing a bit, my rhythm got a little bit better because,
You got it, yeah.
I think it improves rhythm.
That's
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Carl Jobs, whatever. He did a expose along with another YouTuber who I can't remember his name right now. About this Completionist has all these charity things he does every year, and apparently he has not donated any of the money. As of now, he has, but at the time he had not donated any money to the charity.
How much has he donated now?
Just sat in there. And the number I heard was 600,000.
That was sitting there.
It was sitting there.
But he's donated some of that since these videos came out?
He's donated some.
Oh.
I think 600,000 something. You know, I don't remember the exact numbers. That ain't what we do. We don't do exact shit here. We're not reporting on anything. We're giving opinions. So, in that vein, as I started researching this, and I was like, well, we got to talk. Everybody's talking about it. And then I said, you know what? Hell with that shit. I started watching some of his videos because I've watched them in the past once or twice, and I never got through them. And I wondered why I never got through them. And then when I rewatched them, I remembered why.
Yeah.
They suck. His videos are bad.
They really are. The ones I've watched.
They're well produced pieces of shit.
Yeah.
It's like he's got a team of people doing the editing for him, obviously completing the games for him. Because you can't tell me you beat Skyrim 100% in a week. You know, obviously he has a whole team of people helping him beat these games.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because when we went back to the earliest videos, it was similar. I didn't think it was that much different. You know, I thought maybe it changed over time, but it was similar.
Right.
I was like, God damn, he was just starting on YouTube. How do you have this quality? Oh, that's because Daddy's rich.
Exactly.
That's why he's a little rich boy.
Yeah.
Nah, while all these other guys that you want to talk shit about now, but at least they were doing it themselves, getting hold of this stuff, making a little bit of money to buy equipment. I mean, I'm sure he just asked Daddy for like a really nice computer on Christmas. Got a fucking super nice computer. Asked Daddy, oh, I need this, got that. oh, Dad, well, if we're going to want this YouTube thing to really take off, we're going to hire 20 people to beat these games for me. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, he's
Yeah.
not quite a Nepo baby, but definitely somebody of more means than most people have when they start YouTube.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, really. It just means that his videos had really good quality
Mm-hmm.
right off.
They do
And
have really
especially
good quality.
back
You're
then,
right,
when it was
yeah.
really hard for people. People talk about Nintendo Nerd of having amazing quality back on his first videos.
Mm-hmm.
And you watched some of those with me. Do they look amazing?
I mean, they're good.
They're good, but
Yeah.
the quality of them looks like somebody made them themselves.
Yeah.
When you watch Gerard's stuff, it looks like
There's a
corporation
production
made it.
team behind it.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
a business made it.
And I guess that's a big draw to his videos.
I
Is
think
the
so.
quality.
But when you turn it on, you're expecting to see a guy play a game, but that's not what you see.
It's not.
You get like a rundown of what the game is.
Mm.
Nobody fucking asked what the game is. We already clicked on the video.
Yeah.
Like you could do that while you're playing the game and beating it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you just watch this fucking bullshit. It's like the first quarter of the video is him just talking about shit everybody already knows about this shit.
Yeah, and like promoting other things.
Oh.
The videos I watched, I couldn't get through the first 10 or 15 minutes of it because I was learning nothing about the actual game. I was just hearing about all this other shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
oh
mean-
my God, we're 10 minutes in. Like,
Oh yeah. I clicked on another one just out of curiosity. It says something along the lines of, "We need to talk." It's a newer video, and it was like less than 30 minutes, but more than 20
right.
long. So I clicked on it, took a shower, listened to it while I was in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing but promos for stuff he's putting on.
Yeah.
It was come out and see my live stand-up act, my one-man show. You know, come do this. We got new merchandise coming. It's just a long commercial.
Right. That's what it felt like. Yeah.
And that's what it
That's
is.
exactly what it
And
felt
that's
like.
where all his views probably came from, you know, children. You know, don't know anything about it, and they watch it and rewatch it.
Yeah.
And it's also very clean. Like there's no cuss words. Everything's done very clean. It's just a very soulless channel he was running.
It did feel that way, didn't
It's-
it?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
totally soulless. It's,
Yeah.
There's no heart, or he might actually care about video games, but I think he cares a little bit more about his father's opinion of them.
Uh-huh.
Because
would
his
agree with
dad was
that.
a success, so he wants his YouTube channel to be a success.
Yeah.
So that he can say, "Look, Dad, I played video games and I did well like you did."
Mm-hmm.
And all his dad is like, "Shut up! Put more money in the slush fund." And that's me just goofing, because as I said, this is all just opinion.
It
None of this-
is. It's
I don't know anything for certain.
right.
He's been in a few little scandals. One, when he first started his channel, he had a partner and they broke up in a messy kind of way, and the partner wanted him to scrub him. Okay, so the partner wanted Gerard to scrub the partner off of everything that was on the channel.
Oh.
So I think they had to delete a bunch of the early videos. So maybe some of those early videos were a little bit more what I was talking about. They're just gone now.
Right.
But there was that one. Then there was Pro Jared, who was another like YouTuber from that same. Back in the early days of YouTube, you couldn't release longer videos. So what people would do was have shorter videos that then directed you to a website to watch the long full video, and that would be. There was a website called, almost called a Screenwave, but it's like Screw Attack and game trailers. I don't know which one was what, but they were kind of tied up together.
Yeah.
And he was part of this crowd. And Pro
Okay.
Jared was as well.
Yeah.
And then Pro Jared went through a divorce where his wife at first tried to make it seem like he was a predator of some kind on his fans.
Oh no.
But, I mean, that may still be true. but it does seem like in hindsight she was just embarrassing the shit out of him.
Oh,
Because he
okay.
had pictures he sent to fans where he's dressed up like an anime girl. And it's just kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal about dressing as an anime girl if you want to.
Yeah.
And if the person wants a picture of you like that and you send it to them, there's obviously nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
But you gotta be careful who you send pictures to.
Don't let your wife find out about it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, that's bad, but that ain't none of my business.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then he had, they started the G4 TV. They brought G4 back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was early adulthood, G4 was kind of like a channel that was on cable that was basically the YouTube for the TV version of what YouTube gaming kind of stuff is now.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have shows like that. So he was involved with bringing that back, and that all fell apart spectacularly.
Really?
Mostly because people already have something better now. You can just go on YouTube. There's no reason to have a cable channel.
Right.
There's none. I enjoyed watching those back then, but if you took a time machine and went back to me at that point in time and I had the choice, you showed me some of these YouTube channels versus some of this shit they were making on that channel, I would rather watch the YouTube channels because I could watch the things that were actually interesting to me, and not this kind of mainstream version of it that is, kind of boring, and there's a lot of titillation in it for no reason.
Right.
I mean, I guess there was a reason for it, but it wasn't what I was tuning in for.
Yeah.
However, where are we going with this? So his channel sucked. He sucks. He grows a fucking beard and acts like it's a big fucking. That's the opening of the show is like clean shaven, and then he starts playing games and got a beard. His whole personality is a beard. I take personal offense to that.
I know you do.
I'm always trying to prove that I have more to offer than my beard. But this fat guy grows a fucking shitty looking beard. And
Yeah.
it's just a fucking piece of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And if none of this would have happened, he already sucked. There's no reason to watch his shit in the first place.
Yeah.
And now he's having to lay people off because, he's losing subscribers and nobody wants to see his shit. I guess it's time to go work at one of your dad's fucking Circle K's or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Well, I'm sure he's got a position for him somewhere.
Yeah, he can go be a trustee somewhere. He's like Tony Khan.
Yeah.
He's like little baby Tony Khan.
I was just about to compare him to Tony Khan's wrestling business.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. And now he's fucked up.
Yeah.
Where are we at on time, Sugar?
We're almost at 14 minutes.
God damn. All right, we're going to wrap this up. And I know I said we wasn't going to get into this shit, but our next segment is going to be on old Charles Khalil.
The daddy.
The dad. So I guess it's almost like a part two of the segment part two.
Yeah.
So
sounds good.
We'll see you when we come back, and we're going to talk all kinds of shit about Gerard's family.
Join us.
Y'all be nice.